Century Sim Racing is a motorsports virtual reality simulation racing centre. The idea being that you and your friends or your kids or whatever can come down, drive racing cars, race against each other on the limit and all that kind of stuff, but in a safe virtual reality environment.
The immersive experience of VR, even just racing with the 3 screens, all the feedback from all the pedals, steering wheel, just a great motorsports experience. Hopefully people can experience driving whatever they want, as fast as they want.
We use simulators a lot for training, so to have it here quite close to me means I'm probably going to be visiting quite a lot for a new track when I go to it.
I've loved it tonight at Century Sim. I've got a sim setup at home, but this is next level. And when you've got the VR on, it's really immersive, it's amazing.
I'm excited to work with the Century Sim guys because they're really nice and kind, and the technology is absolutely amazing.
I think it's the perfect place for networking events, birthday celebration, stag night, anything like that. Really good.
It's something that sort of works no matter how old you are. As long as you're having a, as long as you're up for a laugh, it's a good place to be.
We love Century Sim!
It's been pretty full throttle so far. It's been great though, I've loved every second of it and I'll do it all again.
Hello YouTube, my name's Lex. It is the Century Sim Racing Esports Series. Once again, it's a Tuesday. Things are a little bit different today. We're going to be doing the Formula 2 series that started last week. Round 1 last week was at Silverstone. First blood went to James Cole in race 1. Races 2 and 3 were pretty much hard fought between Jim and Tony Draper. Tony Draper still doing quite well in this one as he is in the DTM. Just so you know, this race, the F2 series, is 3 races. It's 2 10 minutes, with the second being a reverse grid. Then the drivers will do a 5-minute quali for race 3, which has a mandatory pit stop. So it should be a lot of fun, this one. As always, get on the YouTube there. Let us know what you're up to, what you've been up to. If you've got yourself a little drink, you're watching some racing, let us know. Get on the comments. We'll always be happy to read them out as we go along. Throughout the race tonight, I'll be joined by a few drivers. Obviously, Jim will be on very shortly as we go through the qualifying, which is just about to begin momentarily. In the meantime though, maybe we should take a little look at the current championship standings for the Formula 2 series. Tony Draper on 26 points in first place, obviously, followed by James Cole with 20 points. James Whitehouse in third currently with 16. Andy Archer follows him, then Oliver Evans, Leon Chambers, Tom Illingworth, Stuart Nunnan and Ryan Mitchell sits at the bottom on 0 points, but all that could change again today, so definitely ones to keep an eye on. Obviously some familiar faces as well, so if you've been watching the DTM series last week, for the past few weeks now, you will notice some of these drivers are making a nice return to proceedings. So as always, I should be there with Mr. James Whitehouse. He's currently out in practice, is that right?
Yep, that's absolutely correct. Good evening, Lex. How are you doing?
Good evening. I'm not too bad. How are you getting on?
Yeah, not too bad. Just making my way through the bus stop chicane right now. Try not to spin up the rears.
Yes, we are at Spa, one of the greatest.
Spin up the rears.
Exactly what he was trying to avoid is what he's just done. So yeah, we're in Belgium. It's Spa. Nice track conditions today, so it shouldn't be too much of a challenge. A few drivers have actually raced at this track in real life as well, so what you could say, a little bit of an advantage to some. Jim is definitely one person who wishes he has been there before. I'm sure it will become a thing.
Yeah, this track really is one of those tracks that when you get asked, as I do surprisingly often, what's your favourite track? It's a difficult question to answer that because there are so many tracks that offer so many different things, but this track is always in the conversation every single time. It's just got everything.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Long flowing corners, elevation change, long straights with big stops, which is exactly what you need for good overtaking. And it's just there's a magic in the air in this place, even when you're just doing it on the simulator.
Yeah, absolutely. Get in the comments. Let us know what your favourite part about Spa is. That'll be an interesting topic of conversation. Qualifier is just about to start for the Formula 2 series, E-Series Century Sim. You might notice we've got some nice new graphics everywhere, and I should be able to control cameras as well. So bear in mind, yeah, to go easy on me because it might end terribly, but we'll give it a go. We'll see how we get on, you know. But we're just waiting now for quali to begin, and we'll kick things off and see how we get on. But should be some fun. As always, get on the comments. Let us know where you're up to. I'll be watching some of them. I've got my phone out with the comments on, ready to rock and roll. Got myself a little drink as well. We're going to sit here and just enjoy some nice racing from these guys. Obviously, we're going to be speaking to some of the drivers throughout. But we'll try throughout, but maybe probably at the end, and we'll see how we get on. But should be some fun.
Absolutely. I must say, I'm really looking forward to this one. My practice has been a little bit truncated, unfortunately, but I love single seaters, and I love this track, and it's a bunch of drivers that I kind of trust now as well, which is, I think, half the battle.
Yeah, absolutely. So with the situation last weekend, how did you find it? How did you get on? Did you expect it to be as it was?
What, in round 1 of this series?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really interesting, I must say, because with race 3 having a mandatory pit stop, it really threw things up in the air, because people sort of messing up their pit entries and not sure what to do and changing onto different tires, and it was a massive level. It was really interesting. Like, Tony had a bit of a poor in lap. I pitted a lap before him, and when he came out the pits, we were literally side by side, and I didn't expect that at all, so I had to put my guns up again.
Yeah, of course.
But it was really good, really, really good. I think short races for the first 2 as well is always interesting, because, you know, the stakes are super high all the time for all the drivers. You know, there's no being patient. It's, I've got to get this move done right now.
Yeah, of course. So quali has now begun. 8 minutes remaining of this one. Like I said, I've got full control over the cameras, so just bear with me. Hopefully we'll get some of the action as and when. But I'm just going to set that up, ready to rock and roll. We're currently on board with James Cole. He's on his outlap at the minute. Let's see how he gets on with this one. And we're also going to see if we can get Jim, good old Jim here, to do a little bit of a track tour as he does one of his flying laps for quali. Hopefully he can nail it.
Sounds good. I'm now just about heading towards Pouhon and then into the bus stop chicane, so if you're ready to go on board, I'm ready when you are.
Yes, well, we are ready. We're on board with Jim Whitehouse right now.
Alright, I've got some traffic ahead of me. I hope that I doubt I'm going to catch any of them in that time, though, however.
Yeah.
Right, so let's just make sure we start the lap as neatly as we can, give ourselves as much of a run-up as possible. So DRS open, going out of the final corner. I'm going to brake at about 100 meters and try and tuck the nose in nice and early. Little bit of a lock up turning into turn 1, and just nice and gently on the power. This car has got an awful lot of torque when you hit the power down in first gear. It's all right everywhere else, but you've got to be super steady coming out of first. Flat through Eau Rouge, massive elevation change. Take liberties with the track limits as well, as much as you can. You're going to be seeing quite a lot of that on this lap. DRS is open, and then we're just bombing it down the straight towards the next chicane. So brake as late as we dare. Try not to hit the curb, so it doesn't unsettle the car. Bring it over to the left, set up for the right-hander, and almost flat through there. That should be flat on my fastest lap. So brake at the start of the curb. Down into second gear as late as I can, just help me with the rotation. And here we're going to brake as little as we dare, get it turned in. Track limit violations all over the place, but perfectly legal in this format of the game. Not even half a lift through there. Loads of grip. That was quite good, actually. I'm going to enjoy that in the race, I can tell. Down to third gear through Piff Paff. Bring it over to the right-hand side to open up the exit of the left, and just get it on the curb there. Brake as late as we can. Turn in nice and early to set up for what is a really long drag down to the bus stop chicane. Maybe we'll see if we can get a nice tow from the driver in front of us. That is Tom Illingworth, I believe. Is it? I have a feeling I'm not in the server anymore.
Yes, you have just dropped out of the server, my friend.
Well, that's no good.
Well, that didn't work, did it? That's not exactly what we wanted. We're on board with Oliver Evans instead. We're going to watch him do a new flying lap and see how he gets on. His best lap at the minute is 1:59. Let's see how he does, and hopefully James Whitehouse will come back as quickly as he left. That would be awesome. Thank you, Matt, on the comments on YouTube. It is looking pretty neat, isn't it? I was up till God knows what time, sticking Century Sim stickers and everything everywhere. as you go past, you'll see a Rival Bones advert as well. There's all kinds everywhere, all over the place. But as Matt's just done, don't forget you can get in the comments. Just let us know what you're up to and who you're rooting for and what your favourite bit about the Spa track is. That's what we want to. That's what we want to know. When the race begins as well, we're going to be choosing a driver of the day, as we've been doing for the past couple of weeks, and that's totally up to you guys. You decide who that is. So we'll wait for that one towards the end of the race. But for now, though, still on board with Oliver Evans. It's quali. 5 minutes left. You sound like are you back in, Jim?
Yeah. No. It's loading back in, but I'm not loaded in VR, so I need to restart my computer and the server.
Oh no. That's never good.
No, it's never good. So I'm going to count on you to fill the air a bit, as it were. We will be back shortly.
So are you going to reset the server now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, all right then. We'll be back shortly while Jim resets the server. These things happen. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those things. So just bear with us with the technical issues. Get on the comments though. Let us know. We'll have a little chat between each other. You having a little drink tonight? What are you up to? It's a Tuesday night, so I suppose it's kind of a school night-ish, but not everybody's going to school, so you've got no excuse really. I haven't had the little drinky poo for a while, so I might do that tonight while we're watching some racing. Still watching Oliver Evans do his lap. Let's see if he completes this, and just before the server drops out. Yes, decent, nice little time from Ollie there. Hopefully Jim can get this sorted. He's had a little problem with that, but these things happen. We'll speak to Jim later about the type of stuff that these drivers use for esports and things like that, because you can get involved in this if you wish to. If you want to be part of Century Sim Racing's esports series, there's the DTM series as well. There's all kinds of stuff that you can be involved in. So it's just more of a case of, do you have the stuff? Can you do it? You can do it with a pad, but that's not very. It doesn't really. You can't get the full experience. If you've got any form of steering wheel pedal type affair, you can get involved. If you want to do that, just go to centurysim.co.uk /esports e-series, esports series, something like that. All the information's there. But yeah, you can get involved. But we'll speak to Jim about the type of things, the type of simulators they use at Century Sim, and the ones that the guys are using right now. Just so you can get a little bit of an insight into that type of thing, and see if you can get involved yourself, because it is a lot of fun. Just bear with us while we reset the server, just so that Jim can have his VR set up correctly and all that type of stuff, and we'll get back to some racing action. But yeah, we're at Spa. Classic track, classic racetrack. It's a lot of fun. I'd love to go. I've never actually been. Has anybody been to Spa? Let me know. Tell us what your experiences are. I do know a guy who went to Spa. And yeah, he absolutely loved it. But I think I'm going to make it a thing of mine over the next few years to try and make an effort to go to some of these tracks and some of these races and just to experience it. Because otherwise you just never will you? It's just one of them things. But let's have a little look at the championship table anyway. So last week was the first race of the Formula 2 series for Century Sim Racing. And they're the results of the championship so far. So Tony Draper is in the lead by 6 points to James Cole. Jim Whitehouse currently in third on 16. If he can get his VR set up, he might just move up that table a little bit more. So we'll see how he gets on. Andy Archer as well, doing really well in the DTM series. If you've been watching that, Ollie Evans follows Andy. Then you've got Leon Chambers, who actually he's been really good. He's been in the DTM series. Most of these guys, in fact, all of these guys are in the DTM series. Stu Nunnan as well, done really well in that last week. Let's see how he can do this weekend. This week. I keep thinking it's weekend. I need to get used to this new day of racing, But definitely ones to keep an eye on. How are we getting on, Jim?
All right, we are back, but we are back in practice again. So we're going back in time. It's like deja vu all over again.
Well, that's okay. It's just an excuse to watch some practice, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Right.
Cars are in the thing. Let's go racing.
Let's go racing. While we get into the server, you can have a little look at this.
Century Sim Racing is a motorsports virtual reality simulation racing center. The idea being that you and your friends or your kids or whatever can come down, drive racing cars, race against each other on the limit and all that kind of stuff, but in a safe virtual reality environment.
The immersive experience of VR, even just racing with the 3 screens, all the feedback from all the pedals, steering wheel, just a great motorsports experience. Hopefully people can experience driving whatever they want, as fast as they want.
We use simulators a lot for training, so to have it here quite close to me means I'm probably going to be visiting quite a lot for a new track when I go to it.
I've loved it tonight at Century Sim. I've got a sim setup at home, but this is next level. And when you've got the VR on, it's really immersive, it's amazing.
I'm excited to work with the Century Sim guys because they're really nice and kind, and the technology is absolutely amazing.
I think it's the perfect place for networking events, birthday celebration, stag night, anything like that. Really good.
It's something that sort of works no matter how old you are. As long as you're having a, as long as you're up for a laugh, it's a good place to be.
We love Century Sim!
It's been pretty full throttle so far. It's been great though, I've loved every second of it and I'll do it all again.
So we are back up and running. It is practice all over again. We've gone back in time, but we are watching Jim Whitehouse on his outlap for the little practice. Let's see how he gets on. But yeah, you were just saying then off air that you were doing really well on your quali lap. It's just a shame that you lost that. What happened there?
No idea. I have this thing for some reason that I got dropped out by the server. No idea why. And then my VR headset wasn't working when I tried to load back in, so I had to restart my computer.
So I was just explaining earlier about the type of simulators people need to be involved into something like this. A lot of people have spoke to me in the week about wanting to get involved, but they don't have like something like you guys do. How can they be involved?
Well, let me say this. Like right now, I'm on a direct drive wheelbase and sort of loaded brakes and all that kind of stuff. You don't need all of that stuff. Get onto seat, like my first ever sim rig, I bought a seat for like 120 quid. Went on to CEX, spent another 150 to 200 quid and had steering wheel, pedals, the whole lot. As long as you've got PC as well to run it on, then you're in. That's it. Like you don't need to spend thousands and thousands of pounds to get something that's going to let you go racing.
Yeah, and you know, we're always up for everyone getting involved in something like this as well. Especially during these times, you know what I mean? People need things to do, and I can't think of anything better to do than go racing right now.
Yeah, 100%.
But if you've just joined us, it is the Century Sim Racing Esports Series. We're in Spa right now for the Formula 2 series. It's the second race of the season so far. Currently watching Jim Whitehouse on his practice lap right now. Reese is saying that him and Tom, me, Tom and Ollie have been to Spa last year. That must have been an experience. Must have been awesome. I went to Silverstone. That's the only place I've ever really been, to be honest with you. In terms of watching live racing anyway, but that was just unbelievable. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It rained on me though. And I did meet Lewis Hamilton.
Sounds like Silverstone, that.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much is, yeah. But yeah, get in the comments and let us know what your favourite experience of racing, like, you know, if you've ever been anywhere, have you been rained on yourself? How did you get on? Let us know. Be good to have a little chat.
I'll tell you this, myself and my missus are supposed to be going to Monza this year for the Grand Prix. Really? Yeah, but we'll see about that, won't we?
Yeah, it seems that way, doesn't it? Well, maybe you and your missus could go to Monza for the Century Sim Esports Series instead. Just sit around a TV and watch it. Do you know what I've just eaten, right? You know, do you like Oreos?
Yes.
So, you know, if you put Oreos in a cup with some hot water and then mix it, and a little bit of milk, put it in the microwave and then mix it, it's absolutely beautiful. It's gorgeous. Just letting you know that.
Only the best quality content here, Lex.
Well, this is why I'm involved. You know what though? People are going to do that now, and they're going to thank you for that.
Well, we got you on board because you're a trendsetter. So
well, this is it.
This.
Do you know what I mean? These things, you know, I've been known to set a trend in my time.
Right. Okay. That practice lap I just did was good. I reckon I'm going to be competitive today.
Yeah.
Touch wood.
Seems
We'll
like-
see.
So we're going to go back into quali. So just to clarify, the lap time set earlier will not count towards this. We're going to start that all over again. We were only like 2 minutes into it anyway, so I don't think it really mattered that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But either way, it'd be good to see if there are any improvements or not. Hopefully, Tony Draper doesn't disappear from the server again just as you're having a little battle. That would be awesome to see.
Oh no.
Do you know what I mean? That would be a really good thing. But it just
Well,
seems to be.
he's been working really hard to get his VR problems sorted out this week. This is not a good advert for VR at all, is it? Anyway, so he thinks he hasn't had a crash in a few days, so to speak. He's done a whole bunch of stuff, been in touch with Oculus and everything. So he's cautiously optimistic, but let's stop talking about it.
Yeah,
because
maybe.
as soon as we'll commentators curse him.
Yeah.
Although
definitely.
maybe I'm going to save that commentator's curse for when we're having a good battle and I feel like I'm not winning it. And I go, oh no, it's VR, no! Oh, there he goes. Race win for Jim. Thank you.
Just call on that one when you need it, like, you know.
Yeah. The gods of VR problems come to my rescue again.
It's always the way, isn't it? Always the way. We're just waiting for quali to begin, and then I'll try my best to be the best director you've ever seen in the world. It might not in the world. It might not be as good as some, but it'll be better than it was last week.
Do you know what? It'll be better than the director who usually is at the Monaco Grand Prix.
Oh,
Do you
God,
know,
yeah.
The Monaco Grand Prix is the only Grand Prix on the calendar where the guy from the director from FOM doesn't direct the feed. It's someone
really?
from Monaco. Yeah, that's
Oh,
why
yeah.
the coverage is always so weird.
Oh, that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, like
So-
every year I watch the Monaco Grand Prix, going, "Why are we looking at this?"
Yeah. Well, I was reading a thing that did say that people, you know, they do have to do like beauty shots and stuff of places just because it's part of the deal of being there and all that type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, the history and all that type of stuff.
Right. We are in qualifying,
We are in quali mode.
and everyone stampedes out the pits. Brilliant. I'm just gonna wait a second and let everybody push out.
You're gonna hold your horses. Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah, that's it. I don't want to be around anybody when I'm qualifying.
Well, we're watching James Cole on his outlap. There's plenty of people ahead of him though. Jim is he's taking his time. But he's out now though, behind everybody
Yep,
else.
I'm just going through a rouge and up over Radion. This car is so cool.
Yeah, I do like these cars, man. Livery. Need to remember to say livery and not livery. I was watching
Yeah,
last
livery.
week and I said livery again. Need a livery jar. But I'm gonna make some. I'm gonna make some liveries. I'm in the mood, you know. So, you're watching the Century Sim Racing Esports Series. It's the Formula 2 second race of the championship so far. We're in the quali. 8 minutes left. Watching Andy Archer on his outlap.
Oh, I've just driven past James Cole, and my goodness, these cars sound nice as you fly past.
I've got headphones on. They sound really beefy in my headphones, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, that's it. I miss V8. Do you know what I did yesterday? I watched the replay on YouTube. You know, Formula One have been putting classic races on YouTube for everyone to watch.
Yeah.
Well, in the last couple of days, they put on the 2012 Brazilian Grand Prix. That was the one where Vettel got turned round at turn 4,
Right.
and
Yeah.
it was, oh man, honestly, I couldn't believe how different it was from the Formula One that we have now.
Oh, I know. It's insane, isn't it? We had some great races though. I feel like last year was a good season, man. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, the first half of the year it started really slowly, but once it got going, it was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, man. So that's Tony Draper putting in a two minute lap. Almost bang on. Followed by Stu Nunn in there on a 2.02.
Well, I've caught Leon Chambers, so let's see if I can get a tow from him. I will get a tow from him. Oh my goodness, it's a big tow.
We're watching you right now. There it is. That was a lovely toe. Nicely done. There it is.
That's what happens when you get offline. Let's get out of James Cole's way. There he goes.
That's our Jim there, taking a little bit of a tumble when he's back on track.
I'm sure not for the first time today.
No, yeah.
Get it out of the way here, and don't do it in the race.
Exactly that. Get all your bumps and stuff done now. That's the best way of doing it. We're watching Stuart Nunnan going for another lap there. 6 minutes left of quali. He's currently on a 2-minute 2.02. See if he can improve on this. Currently in second position. I'm going to ask Jim to do another lap in full for us in a minute and see if we can do it. Hello to Elliot on the comments. Nice one for getting in touch, my mate. Hope you're good. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Alright, I'm just trying to give myself some space. Because it was nice having a toe, but I was going to lose. Even if I hadn't binned it, I would have lost out because of the compromised entry to turn 4.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Right, so we're just heading down through Blanchimont.
Okay, we're just watching Stu Nunnan finish his lap, see if he can improve. Not too bad, right. Not too shabby, still sitting in second.
Right, we are going through the bus stop now.
Yes, we're on board with Jim Whitehouse. Do you want to give us a lap?
Yes, absolutely. So, DRS open for the start of the lap once again. Bring it over to the left-hand side, brake hard at 100 meters, tuck the nose in. We've had a bit of a lock-up, but that's all right, just nice and smooth. Don't spin the rears up like he did. Easily flat in this car, easily flat. I might shift down to 5th. Yeah, you can hear the revs drop. Just give me an extra punch out through Radion. DRS open as early as I can. There we go. And now we wait. See if we can have a clean run through here for the first time in this session.
No, yeah. See how you get on.
Hard on the brakes, down to 3rd. Try not to hit the curb. That's what did me last time. Over to the left-hand side, and then you want to be as flat as you can through there. I've had a bit of a swap and sent me out a little bit wide. I've lost some time there. And then down through the gears as gradually as I can through here because it's so long. Don't want to cut your momentum too early. So turn in nice and early for the left-hander and have a massive swapper.
There it is.
Dink the wall. There you go.
Dink the wall. In a weird way, though, people love it when you mess up when you're...
yeah. I'm only human, guys.
You're only human. There it is.
So, flat through here under normal conditions. Run it out nice and wide. We'll bring it over to the left-hand side over here. Brake at the start of the curb. Keep the car over to the right-hand side so it opens up the left-hander, and then you want to pretty much flatten that out. Run it all the way out wide. Get the car turned in. Touch the curb if you can get away with it, and then hard on the power as early as you can because we've got a really long... Oh, I've just run out of fuel.
No way.
Right, I better get myself back to the pit so I actually get a lap in.
Do you know what's really funny, though? We were literally saying, oh, let's do a lap. Let's do a lap together. You can talk us through a lap. And he's like, oh, yeah, let's just hope I can hold it together. And every time we've done it, he's either lost connection, done a spin, or... lost fuel, but you're like, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure I was exactly there when I dropped off the server last time as well.
Yeah. Oh no, that's unfortunate.
Right. So 3.5 minutes. I reckon I'm going to have time for one hot lap here.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I reckon so. So I've got to make a count, is what we're saying.
Yeah, that is. All the pressure's on now. Have you set a lap time? Yeah, you have.
Yeah, I'm P7 at the moment, which is not at all where I should be.
2:12. I'd love to know why P7 isn't showing on the screen right now, though.
Oh, because I haven't completed a proper lap yet.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, I'm 7th because I did the 7th fastest out lap.
With you.
Yeah, we haven't actually done a lap yet.
Okay. So.
Right. If you don't mind as well, I'm not going to try and talk you through that.
Yeah, no. I think you should just be quiet now. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be doing you any
The stakes have been raised ever so slightly now.
You've literally got 2 minutes and 40 seconds to try and get yourself an improved lap time there. Tony Draper currently in first on a 1:56. Massive improvement from his first out lap. Followed by James Cole in second on a 1:58. Stu Nunnan has just dropped down, actually. Tony Draper. Oliver Evans, what's gone on there? I've totally lost track of where everybody is. Stu Nunnan's back down into fourth on a 1:58. We're on board with Jim Whitehouse on his... he's trying to improve on his outlap time. Hopefully he doesn't disconnect. We're not going to talk to him though. We're going to be very, very quiet. Yes, Elliot, it was very perfect timing, my friend. It's always the way. I just don't think we should do it anymore, to be honest with you. What we should do is get Jim to do a talk over somebody else's lap, and maybe that'll do some justice. So, just over a minute left of the qualifying for the Formula 2 Esports Series with Century Sim Racing. It's the second round of this championship. If you missed it last week, it was at Silverstone. James Cole, first blood in race 1. Races 2 and 3 were hard fought between Jim and Tony. So hopefully we'll see the same again today. Nice, a good fought race would be awesome to see. Just so you know, this series does have 3 races, 2 10-minute races, with the second being a reverse grid. Then the drivers are going to do another 5-minute quali for race 3, which has a mandatory pit stop. We'll explain how the points and stuff work after it's all figured out, just so you understand all that side of things. We're on board with Andy Archer right now. Not on board. Well, we can be. I have full control. There we go. On board. Just for you. Hello to Kyle. On the YouTube as well. I'm alive, he says. Good. I'm glad you're alive, my friend. 30 seconds left of quali. We're watching Andy Archer. See if he can improve his lap time of 1:57. Currently in third, and he's just lost it. What a shame. I think he's going to reset back to the pits. Let's see what Nunnan's up to then. Fifth position for Nunnan, 1:57.6 exactly. So we're going to watch drivers complete all...
Ooh, P2, yes! 1:56.6.
Nicely done. Nicely done. I'm just trying to find the remaining stragglers. Do you know what? Never shout at the director of Formula 1 ever again. Watching Leon Chambers. Watching Leon Chambers right now.
Right.
See what he can do.
Feel good about that lap time, I must say. Where am I in comparison? I'm only 2/10 off as well. Feel good about that.
And Leon's lost it as well. What a shame. Who else have we got on the track? I think Stu's gone on for another one. James Cole's not going to bother from the looks of things. Tom Illingworth, he's coming round. So that's pretty much everyone done and dusted. Tom setting a 1:58. That was Q1. There's only one quali, isn't there, actually?
Yeah, there is only one quali, yeah.
And then it's a reverse grid on it.
Yeah, that's right. Well, there'll be quali 2 after race 2.
Yeah, of course. Well, there you have it. Get on the comments. What did you think of that then? Jim finally set a lap there without me talking to you.
Well, at least when I did a lap, I did a new personal best. So I'm pretty pleased about that.
Yeah, there is that. So we're going to be starting Q. What am I talking about? We're going to be starting the first race. Okay, so there's going to be there's 3 races in this Formula 2 series. 2 10 minutes. The second race is going to be a reverse grid. Then there's going to be another 5-minute quali, and then a third race with a mandatory pit stop that the drivers must do. So we'll be gridding up for that very shortly. You're watching the Century Sim Racing Esports Series with me, Lex. I've got Jim as well. He's going to be joining me throughout the race, although it's probably better if we don't speak to him at all because he makes a mistake every time he's on camera now. So,
yeah.
But it's good to have you there anyway. We're going to be speaking to some drivers later on as well. If you've got any questions for them as this race unfolds, then do let us know in the comments and we'll ask them. We'll put the question to them, you know. That's how we rock and roll. Anyway, we'll be back for race 1 of the Century Sim Racing Esports Series Formula 2 Championship next.
Century Sim Racing is a motorsports virtual reality simulation racing centre. The idea being that you and your friends or your kids or whatever can come down, drive racing cars, race against each other on the limit and all that kind of stuff, but in a safe virtual reality environment.
The immersive experience of VR, even just racing with the 3 screens, all the feedback from all the pedals, steering wheel, just a great motorsports experience. Hopefully people can experience driving whatever they want, as fast as they want.
We use simulators a lot for training, so to have it here quite close to me means I'm probably going to be visiting quite a lot for a new track when I go to it.
I've loved it tonight at Century Sim. I've got a sim setup at home, but this is next level. And when you've got the VR on, it's really immersive, it's amazing.
I'm excited to work with the Century Sim guys because they're really nice and kind, and the technology is absolutely amazing.
I think it's the perfect place for networking events, birthday celebration, stag night, anything like that. Really good.
It's something that sort of works no matter how old you are. As long as you're having a, as long as you're up for a laugh, it's a good place to be.
We love Century Sim!
It's been pretty full throttle so far. It's been great though, I've loved every second of it and I'll do it all again.
Right then, we're just about to go into the first race of the Century Sim Racing Esports Series Formula 2 Championship. Hello to Simon on the comments as well. He said he's looking forward to some good racing. He's missing F1. Yes, we all are, my friend. Doesn't it feel weird, though, with being this far in the year and Formula 1 hasn't even begun yet? It is really strange, isn't it? Anyway, we're going to be rocking and rolling for the first race of the Formula 2 Century Sim Esports Series at Spa. Last week was Silverstone. I'm in control of cameras, so let's see how we get on. We're very close to lights out. Get in the comments. Make sure you get involved. Fully interactive. And we're about to go. And they're all off. Good sound. It's looking good so far. I'm trying to get the cameras into the right place, and we just have. Tony Draper still in the lead. Jim Whitehouse keeping it. Oh, wow. Jim losing it there. He's knocking. I think that was Stu Nunnan. No, it wasn't. Was it Leon? No, it wasn't Leon. All kinds going on in the first corner anyway. Oh, wow. I did see that. It's really hard to talk about this and direct it at the same time. Do you know what I mean? But we'll give it a go. Oh, he got a little bump there. Jim did. There's all kinds going on absolutely everywhere. We've got what's going on. Oliver Evans was the one that you seem to knock out into the back there. He's down in 8th now, but he's keeping it going. He's going for it. He's not letting it get to him too much. Andy Archer in 2nd, James Cole 3rd, Tony Draper's in 1st, sorry. Tom Illingworth in 4th. James Whitehouse in 7th, taking a little bit of a stumble and getting a little kick from behind from somebody there. Who's lost it there? Who did we lose then? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's a spin and a half. Are you feeling dizzy or what? I know. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Who have we got there? Stu Nunnan took a stumble as well. Absolute chaos. There's 8 minutes left of this race. Tony Draper's just... Isn't it just? Tony Draper ahead. And yeah, he's off again, Jim. He's obviously, with that spin, you've totally burnt him out. What a race this is. Get in the comments. Let us know. How are you finding this? Yeah, that's true. While you're getting yourself back together, can you explain the point system for the Formula 2 Championship?
Format of the old F1 point system. Oh god, there is no grip now. So whoever wins race 1 is going to get 10 points. Whoever wins race 2 is going to get 10 points. Race 3, etc.
So, chaos on the first few corners of this. 7 minutes left of race 1. I think, Jim, we may have lost your audio for a little bit there, so apologies about that. You are back now.
Nope, I'm just not talking.
It's probably for the best, to be honest with you. yeah, absolute chaos going on. We're watching Andy Archer at the minute. It's currently sitting in second. Tom Illingworth behind him in third. Leon Chambers in fourth. He's eyeing up Tom from the looks of things. Not long before he gets there, he can potentially have a little bit of a crack at him. Oliver Evans has moved up to fifth after Jim took him out.
Just goes to show, doesn't it? The thrills and spills of turn one, that's not the end of your race.
No, definitely not. Keep it going, do you know what I mean? Ollie's back into the middle of the pack again. There's James Cole just behind him. Won't be long before there's a little attack going on there. He's not going to make it easy for sure.
I'll tell you this for free as well, I am not finishing in this position.
I hope not, to be honest with you. I was hoping we were going to see some Tony and Jim action again, but...
yeah, so was I.
Doesn't look likely at the minute. Tony Draper setting the fastest lap time of the session so far. Nothing much.
Poor rears, man.
You feel really sorry for your tyres, aren't you? We did lose your audio there, so just explain very briefly, Jim, what happened there with that little tumble that you took where you span around about 1,000,000 times.
Yeah, so I've just done it again. I'm actually going to go in and change my rear tyres, to be honest.
That will be a good shout, Jim.
Yeah, so let me just set them properly. Okay. Right, so basically what happened was I came through, I went through Blanchimont, and James Cole had an incident on the exit of his run through Blanchimont, and it was just, I was unsighted, came out the corner, and he was spearing back across the track, and I tagged him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And done a little 12 to celebrate as well.
Yeah, but I did so many, I think I spun around so many times that by the time I stopped, my tires were 1,000,000 degrees and completely wrecked. So
yeah,
I've just bitten the bullet and gone in and got fresh tires. So I think that's in terms of result, that's my race run. I'm now 20 odd seconds behind Stuart Nunn and ahead of me, and with 4.5 minutes to catch him. Not all over. You never know. Somebody might have an incident ahead of me.
Yeah, the same thing might happen again. So don't discourage yourself too much. Get on the YouTube comments as well. Ben Brody's there. Nice to see you. Kyle's there. Simon's there. Elliot's there. What are your thoughts on this? We're glad that Jim's back in the audio again, which is nice to see. So there's going to be 3 races in this, just if you've just joined us. 3 races. The first 2, this is one of the 2, of 10 minutes. The second race next is going to be a reverse grid, and then we're going to do a 5-minute quali. For the third race, which has got a mandatory pit stop, so there's a lot of fun still to happen yet. It's going to be interesting, considering absolute chaos happened on literally the first lap of this one.
But hey, isn't this the value of doing multiple races, eh? Because my evening is not over now. There are still races that I can win. I can still get loads of championship points.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly that. 3 minutes left. Just over 3 minutes left. Got a little bit of action going on right here now. We're going to watch Ollie Evans and see if he's going to attack Leon. Going up to En Rouge. Let's see what he can do. A little bit of a 3-pack going on here right now. Going to get DRS and a nice bit of a drag, so he's probably going to get him. Nice and easy. You can see it happening already. Leon's defending. Ollie has just got it. So Ollie's next target is going to be Tom Illingworth. Currently sitting in 3rd place, so there you go. Do you know what I mean? On the first lap, Ollie was last. Now he's challenging for 3rd. And it looks like it's going to happen pretty soon as well. Tom Illingworth in front of Ollie. It's not going to be long before that attack happens, I'll tell you that. This race has gone so fast. There's only 2 minutes left of it already. I can't believe it. Tony Draper in first. Little bit of ahead of Andy Archer in second, Tom Illingworth in third, but he's currently being challenged by Ollie Evans for third now, so it all could change in the next 2 minutes. And here it is. This is probably that moment that he's been waiting for a little while. He's challenging. Tom is making it a little bit easy for him, not defending too hard, but that's Ollie through now to 3rd place. after being down in last at the beginning of the race, but looks like Tom could be potentially coming back at him. A little bit of a lock-up from Ollie. 1 minute left, just over a minute left, 2 minutes exactly almost. We're going round past the start-finish, we're going on for another lap. We're on board with Tom Illingworth. Potentially going to attack Ollie, but looks like Ollie's getting away a little bit neatly as they go down to Eau Rouge. Kyle Peters says safety car for all that spinning. I do agree, we do need a safety car, to be honest with you. Maybe I should... No, I've got too much to do than drive safety cars. I'll tell you that right now.
Get Kieran Madden, I'm sure he'll do it.
Oh yeah, he'll always be game for that. We do need... let's introduce a safety car. As Tom Illingworth takes a little bit of a cut corner there. Matt says good racing all round so far. It is, to be honest with you. It's been quite entertaining, hasn't it? Ben Brody... Jim is thinking of the next race, that's why he spun twice. It's probably accurate.
Yeah, that's what it is. I want reverse grid pole.
Clever. Clever indeed.
I would far rather have had 10 World Championship points, though, I must say.
Absolutely. So, under a minute left of race 1 from the Century Sim Racing Formula 2 E-Series. Tony Draper currently ahead. In second, Andy Archer. Oliver Evans in third after starting last. Well, not starting last, but getting knocked out by Jim, putting him last.
In my defence, it was an accident.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Slight accident. We'll go for that. Matt says he'll drive the safety car. Game. Awesome, yeah. That works. That works for us. So 10 seconds left. Tony Draper's coming up to the start-finish line. He's probably going to get another lap in, though, to be fair. And he does indeed. Andy Archer's not that far behind, you know. Tony's not swinging out with this one as he does in the DTM series, but he's still got a comfortable lead ahead. So the driver's definitely on to the final lap of race 1 of the Formula 2 E-Series. And Ollie Evans taking a little bit of a spin in third. What a shame. It's put him down to 4th, but he's getting back on track as quickly as he possibly can. He's spun them tyres up quite a bit, though. They're going to be losing a little bit of traction, but there isn't long left. He's now down into... He's gone into 5th now. Leon Chambers flew past him as he was spinning back round. What a shame that was. Just shows you how difficult it is to actually drive these cars, you know what I mean?
I don't want to alarm you, but I've just done the fastest lap of the race.
Oh, really? Yes, he has.
Yeah.
There it is. It's appeared on the screen. And we're watching you now. We're on board with you. How do you feel? Give us a wave.
I mean, I feel great having done the fastest lap of the race 20 seconds off the back of the guy in front of me.
It's a good shout. On board with Tony Draper in first position. It is the final lap of the first race. There's going to be 3 of these races. It's the first of 10 minutes. The second one is going to be another 10-minute stint, but it's going to be a reverse grid. So Jim Whitehouse being quite clever about it and sitting down there at 8th, he's going to start the next race in first.
Nothing clever about it, Lex. I would far rather have had the championship points.
Do you reckon? Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely 100%.
Definitely method to your madness, you know. So if you've just joined us, you are watching...
Ooh, there's someone ahead of me.
...the Century Sim Esports Series. We are live on YouTube. My name's Lex. I'm joined with Jim. And we're watching Tony come to finish in first place on the first race of the Formula 2 E-Series. Followed by Andy Archie. He's going to take a comfortable second. There he goes. Leon Chambers going to take a nice third after Ollie Evans took a little bit of a tumble, allowing him straight through pretty much. But a nice all-round drive from Leon there. And to be fair, Ollie wasn't that far behind.
I've got to ask, I missed it. Did Tony do a new fastest lap of the race?
No, I think you've still got the fastest lap of the race.
Right, okay.
It doesn't show me on the screen that I've got. Oh, of course! Stu Nunnan's going to do that, isn't he? Classic.
He just lost it.
No, he just...
James Cole's just lost it, which means that I'm not last anymore. So, woo!
Wow, absolute chaos at the end.
Still not a championship point, however.
No, there you go, though. There's your top drivers from race 1 of the Formula 2. E-Series, Tony Draper in first. Andy Archer second. Leon Chambers third. Ollie Evans in fourth. Tom Illingworth in fifth. Stu Nunnan, who are watching right now doing all kinds of crazy donuts, in sixth. Jim Whitehouse will start in seventh. Sorry, not seventh, second.
Yeah, I'll start second.
And James Cole finished that race in 8, meaning James Cole is going to be on pole position for the next race.
Oof.
Oh, wow. What an absolute mad one that was. Absolute mad one. Right, so yeah, we're going to be starting the second race very shortly. Now's the time to go and top your drinks up, go and put the kettle on, go and get something to eat, whatever you need to do. I'm going to do exactly that. We'll be back in a couple of minutes for race 2 of the Century Sim Esports Series Formula 2 Championship. Welcome back. We're going to be going racing again for the second race of the Formula 2 Century Sim Esports Series. We are on board. We're on audio with Jim as always. Going to be going down.
Good evening.
Ready to rock and roll. The drivers are just lining up for the second race. Jim, are you starting second, aren't you?
I am P2, yes. I've got James Cole to my right.
James Cole to your right.
Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
Here we go then. We're just about to begin for the second race of the series. First race, absolute chaos. So let's see how this one gets on. I'm going to try my best to try and keep everything on the camera as much as I possibly can. There's James Cole sitting in first. Second.
That livery looks good, I must say.
Why is it saying he's second?
Oh, don't worry about what it's saying right now. It's saying I'm third, but he is definitely second.
Who's first?
James Cole. I don't know why it's saying.
I don't know why the graphics are messing up there. Just ignore that. Anyway, we're about to go for the second race. James Cole is.
Whoa! I didn't get any start lights.
Whoa! You do not. There's chaos at the back of you as well. It's a good.
Yeah,
start.
I got hit. Yeah.
Stu Nunnan right up the back of James Cole.
Thank you very much, whoever that was.
Going on. Sorry about that, Jim.
Oh man.
Oh no way. Stu's about to be overtaken. No, he's not. He's kept the second. He's kept the second place. Ollie Evans right behind him though. He's on the DRS. He's got the drag. He's probably going to get Stu into the first. On the first lap. Now look at these three up front though. This should be some interesting stuff to be watching right now. You've got James Cole first, Stu Nunnan second, Ollie Evans third. A little bit of a battle going on behind as well. I don't know where to look right now. Stu's going to have to do some mad defending to keep this from Ollie. Remember, he spun out and started last, well, pretty much started last. And done really well for himself, but did lose it on the final lap of the last race. Nice little bunch ahead. We'll keep an eye on these guys.
I'm kind of unsure of what to say about that, to be honest.
Do you feel a little bit perplexed?
Yeah, terribly vexed, I'd say.
Yeah.
Oh well, head down. Still plenty of race left. I'm already catching someone, so...
Exactly that. Get stuck in. We're on board with Jim Whitehouse right now. In fact, we'll probably better not do that. Probably jinx you if we do that.
Nope, habit. I want to be on camera as much as I can. I love the attention.
You do, don't you? You do love the limelight. And it's all on you right now. It's currently sitting in 7th after taking a nasty stumble on the first corner.
I can see them. I'm not that
you got a little spinner in front of you, allowing you for 6th
yes,
there.
I do.
That
Thank
was
you very much.
Tom Illingworth taking a little bit of a tumble.
They're all there ahead of me, so I'm not out of this.
No,
I'm not out of this at all.
We're watching. Let's see this little toe going on Stu Nunnan from Ollie Evans. You can't get him down a rouge. He's gonna get him next, surely. Stu's gonna have to do some defending here. He's gonna get DRS as well as the stream. Yeah, he's gonna have to let him through. Nice racing though, nice to see. That's Ollie Evans up to 2nd, Stu Nunnan down to 3rd. Nice and clean though, it's nice to see. But Stu has now got a threat from Tony Draper behind. We're on board with Tony Draper right now. It's attacking Stu Nunnan. Going to keep it nice and clean. Can't see this being too much of a problem for Tony. No offence to Stu. Stu's good. He's trying his best. He's keeping. Look at this. Wheel to wheel right now. And Stu's still ahead of Tony. But probably
this is great for me because he's just backing Tony into me.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, they're less than 3 seconds ahead now.
Yeah, he can't make it happen that time. He's going to have to bide his time to try and get past Stu Nunnan. He's not going to make it easy for him, for sure. So that's James Cole currently in 1st. Ollie Evans 2nd, Stu Nunnan 3rd. We're watching Tony Draper right now, down in 4th. He's going for another attack against Stu. See if he can get past. Stu's not making it easy, though. Which is nice to see. Putting up some defence. I'm sure we're going to speak to Stu at the end of the race as well. See how he feels about everything. Is Tony going to get it now? That is the question. Got a nice drag. He's going for a lunge and he's done it. Oh, wow. Oh, he's lost it. Tony went for a lunge there. And he's absolutely lost it trying to get that done. But nice try, nice effort. I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem for him, though, to get back up there.
I've just done the fastest lap of the race. Thank you.
That should be making an appearance on our screen soon. 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes left of the race.
Ugh.
Oh, we did see that then, Jim. He's nicely recovered. You're watching the 2nd race of the Century Sim Esports Series. Oh, look at this. We're on board with Jim right now.
Gave me a lot more room than I deserved there, I'd say. Oh, don't give him the toe. Give me the toe.
There's all kinds of action going on this race right now. I don't know where to look, to be honest with you. But it's good to see. Definitely scratching that itch. The racing itch, and we lost Tony Draper again. He must have burnt those tyres out when he took that stumble against Stu Nunnan before.
We didn't touch. I gave him loads of room.
Yeah, he didn't touch. He's just lost it himself. What a shame.
It was a great battle up until then. I was really enjoying that.
He's going to be getting his
I'll
head
be honest
down.
with you, I am never more alive than I am when I'm side by side with another driver.
I know. I can see it. I can sense it from you.
Where am I? P5. Okay.
See, we're watching Jim now. You've got Leon Chambers in front of you. Leon's not going to make it easy, but I'm sure you're not either. We're going to have close eyes on this one. There's chaos going up front as well. We'll get to that when we can.
Chaos up front sounds good to me.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. We're on board with Jim. Let's see if he can make this happen against Leon right now. Probably not going to be easy.
Inside or outside? Outside.
He's going for the outside, and yes, Leon had no choice there but to actually just let you have that one.
Yeah, back right.
Nice toe. Nicely done.
Yeah, you do get a really good toe in this car. God, and there are the leaders. Let's have it.
But he's coming back at you again. Oh, wow, you nearly took your face off.
No, I saw him coming.
You've seen that. You had that one covered the whole way. Nicely done, though, Leon. Anyway, watching Ollie Evans now in first. James Cole behind him. It's going to be a nice little fight to see. This will pan out in the next few laps. Guarantee it. Just over 3 minutes left of this. These races need to be longer than 10 minutes, Jim.
Do you know what? I really wish that there was loads more of this because I feel rapid, like I can catch all of these.
Yeah, we're seeing some good racing going on there. Get in the comments, who's your driver of the day for these 2 races so far? We've still got 1 race left after this. There's going to be a 5-minute quali. And then another race with a mandatory pit stop. Which is going to be quite fun. But yeah, up to now, who do you think your driver of the day's been? Let us know in the comments on the YouTube there. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. Press that little notification bell. You'll get some notifications about next time we're going live, which is going to be Saturday night for the DTM series as well. You're going to see some familiar faces there. Oh, what happened there? Sorry for the language.
I just got on the curb and lost it.
What's your profanity?
What's your profanity?
You did lose it on the curb.
Yes,
Jim
I
Whitehouse in 5th right now. There's Tom. He's coming up to Andy Archer. It won't be long before there's a little attack there as well. Tom Illingworth definitely one to watch. Doesn't make things easy for anybody. Leon Chambers in 4th. Jim Whitehouse behind him. That's going to be creeping up any time around now, I'd say. Just over 2 minutes left. You could probably make this happen.
My tyres are beginning to look pretty second-hand here, if I'm honest. I need to start being really careful.
You've also got Tony Draper behind you as well. This is one of the battles we've wanted to see for a while. Let's just hope that Tony can keep it on the track and stay connected to
and that I can keep it on the track.
Yeah, there's that as well. So right now we're watching Leon, Jim and Tony, a little bunch together there. Leon taking a little bit of a taking a lock up into Les Sorts. Leon defending, obviously knows that Jim is creeping up behind him nicely.
Here he comes.
You're going to get DRS, you're going to get the drag. Left or right, let's go.
Such a big toe, I'm going left.
There he goes. Leon still trying to push you out to the side there as well. He's still there with you. Tony Draper's hanging back just for one of you to make a mistake, and he's going to take 2 places if he's not careful.
That was a big squeeze, Leon.
We're on board with Tony Draper right now. You've got the Jim Whitehouse in front of you, and Leon Chambers as well. Tony is eyeing this up. He's going to take both of you. There's less than a minute left of this race. This will be for...
that's not a place for overtaking at all.
Yeah, and Tony's going to take that.
Oh, my rears!
You open the door there. And Tony
I had to get out of it because my rears, I was beginning to oversteer really badly.
And now he's eyeing up Leon Chambers. You can see there's a lot of drive in Tony right now. He wants a little bit of a better position than this. We've got Ollie Evans in first, James Cole second, Stu Nunn in third. We're going to see the overtake any time around about now from Tony Draper against Leon Chambers. There it is, right there. Nicely done, nice and clean. But Leon's not going to. He's not going to give up. He's going to give it another go.
Not over yet. Go on, Leon. Go for a dive. Go for a dive. Hold him up.
There he goes. Oh, and a little bit of contact, but not too much. A lock up from Leon.
Oh, it's fine, guys. I'll wait. Oh, my rears, man.
So,
my rears are cooked.
All drivers on the final lap now. Oh, Leon's going for it again, though. Oh, this is absolutely awesome. There's awesomeness till the very end of this one as well.
Right, here I come.
Jim Whitehouse. Here we go again.
Here we go again.
Gonna get the drag, gonna get the DRS. Gonna make it quite easy, to be honest with you. There it is.
Well, he's got DRS as well.
He does, yeah. He's got it off Tony. Oh, wow. Moving around all over the place. Leon's been really, really fighty today. Leon's a good contender for driver of the day, to be honest with you. He's not going down without a fight, is he?
Good lad.
So, all drivers on the final lap right now. Ollie Evans in first. That's who we're watching right now. In the blue and pink livery. Followed behind by James Cole. And then Stu Nunnan in third. Great performance from Stu in this one. He's held his own. But he does have Tony Draper behind him, though. Tony Draper and Jim Whitehouse behind Stu Nunnan. But he's going to get it. I think he's got a decent time ahead of him now. They're all on the final lap. So...
I'm sorry that there's not loads more of this race. I don't feel like Tony is massively getting away from me here.
No, he's not. We could have had another 5 minutes of this, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm not sure my tyres would like another 5 minutes of this, but or his, by the looks of things.
Neither would my vocal cords. We're watching Ollie Evans win, taking first place in the second race of the Century Sim Racing Esports Series Formula 2 Championships, followed by James Cole in second, and then Stu Nunnan. Well done to Stu. There he is. He's going to do a massive crash like he likes to do. There it is. That's his signature kind of move with all kinds of... There it is. I was waiting for that. Absolute chaos.
Woo. Right, so I have to set up another server now, so that we can do the next one. And I really enjoyed that, actually.
Oh, there's all kinds of chaos going on. I love the way this happens at the end. It gives me a lot of things to put into the intro for next week. You know.
Yeah.
There they are. This is hilarious. So there you go, second race of the Century Sim Esports Series Formula 2 Championship. It's Ollie Evans first, James Cole second, Stu Nunnan in third, great performance from Stu. Tony Draper in fourth, James Whitehouse fifth, Leon Chambers sixth, Andy Archer seventh, and Tom Illingworth finished in eighth. So next we're going to be doing a 5-minute quali. That's on the way. That's going to determine the positions for the race that we're going to do after that, which does have a mandatory pit stop, so should be a lot of fun. We're going to go through how the points and all that type of stuff changes everything in just a bit. But the current championship table, at the minute, currently looks like that. All could change after just setting up that new server to rock and roll. If you want to get involved with this, you can do. Just get yourself the game, get yourself all your gear that you need. It doesn't have to be expensive, and go to centurysim.co.uk/esports, and all the information is there. We'll be back ready to rock and roll for race 3 imminently.
Century Sim Racing is a motorsports virtual reality simulation racing centre. The idea being that you and your friends or your kids or whatever can come down, drive racing cars, race against each other on the limit and all that kind of stuff, but in a safe virtual reality environment.
The immersive experience of VR, even just racing with the 3 screens, all the feedback from all the pedals, steering wheel, just a great motorsports experience. Hopefully people can experience driving whatever they want, as fast as they want.
We use simulators a lot for training, so to have it here quite close to me means I'm probably going to be visiting quite a lot for a new track when I go to it.
I've loved it tonight at Century Sim. I've got a sim setup at home, but this is next level. And when you've got the VR on, it's really immersive, it's amazing.
I'm excited to work with the Century Sim guys because they're really nice and kind, and the technology is absolutely amazing.
I think it's the perfect place for networking events, birthday celebration, stag night, anything like that. Really good.
It's something that sort of works no matter how old you are. As long as you're having as long as you're up for a laugh, it's a good place to be.
We love Century Sim!
It's been pretty full throttle so far. It's been great though, I've loved every second of it and I'll do it all again.
we're just about ready to rock and roll for the third race of the Formula 2 Century Sim Racing Esports Series. So there is 3 races in this one, just to remind you how it works. 3 races. First two were 10 minutes long. Then there was a reverse grid for the second race. Absolute chaos in the first 2 races. If you've only just joined, you need to watch this back later on. What a great chance to scratch that racing itch we've had today. Yeah, it's been absolute chaos. The third race is going to start with a 5-minute quali any time around now, and then after that the race will consist of a mandatory pit stop. So we're just about ready to rock and roll. Quali has just begun. 4 minutes left of Q1. We're going to be joined by Jim Whitehouse very shortly once he's set a nice little lap for himself, and then we'll have a little chat with him and see how he feels about things. Hello, Mick. Nice of you to join us. Thanks for getting involved on the YouTube. That's what you need to do. Get in the comments and let us know how you are. Are you getting on with your neighbours, by the way, guys? Because I'm having an absolute nightmare with mine. Be honest with you. Ridiculous. Just no consideration for absolutely anybody. And it's not lightning this time either. But yeah, there was a time last week I was kicking off at my neighbours because of lightning. Like, I thought it was them, but it was lightning. Anyway, we're watching Leon Chambers on his outlap. 3 minutes left of the quali for the third race of the Formula 2 E Series with Century Sim Racing. And now I think we can have Jim. Yeah, we are now live with Jim Whitehouse throughout the remainder of this.
Yes, we are. Good evening, everybody. For those of you that have just joined us, it has been bedlam so far.
It has been absolutely crazy. Ollie Evans just put in a lap time of 2:15. And the Archer better in that, though, with a 2:14. See what Leon Chambers can achieve. James Cole's just on a 2:15 as well. So yeah, absolute chaos. I'm looking forward to this one. Get in the comments, let us know what your driver of the day is as well. So many to choose from, but Leon done really well defending against a lot of drivers before.
Yeah, I must say the end of race 2 was absolutely awesome from my perspective. My tyres were absolutely goosed, though, I must say. Like, it really made the whole thing quite difficult.
Well, you did do a lot of pirouettes.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
No offence.
No, I did. You speak the truth.
We're on board with Leon on his outlap. This isn't an outlap, actually. This is a flying lap. Kenny says, "How do, Mick? How do?" Nice little combos going on in the comments there. It's nice to see. Live and interactive, as we are. We're going to be doing this every Tuesday for the F2 series, and on Saturday nights, of course, at 8 o'clock for the DTM series as well, where Tony Draper is currently head of the championship on that one, as he is on this one, but not by far. All could change imminently within the next, God knows how long, 20 minutes, something like that. But we'll see.
Right, so I'm only going to get time for 1 lap here.
Yeah, it does seem that way. We're still on board with Leon Chambers, see how he does on this flying lap that he's got going on. Stu's on his outlap as well. Ollie Evans setting a 1:57. And Leon's done a little bit of a spin there and totally lost it. What a shame. It just shows you how hard it is to keep these cars on the track, though. He's doing well there. He won't let that deter him, though. He's still got 1 minute left to get another one in. So we may as well watch you, Jim. See how you get on. I'll try not to talk to you too much, though.
No, go for it. Right, here I come.
Love the sound of those engines, you know. I don't half miss that.
Tell me about it. Ah, but a big swap on the exit of turn 1.
Just under 40 seconds left of quali for race 3 of the F2 series. In the race, there is going to be a mandatory pit stop that all drivers need to do. We're just watching Jim Whitehouse set a lap time for his quali. He's probably only going to get this lap, definitely only going to get this 1 lap in to get a decent lap time out of this. Tony Draper currently in first on a 1:56, followed by Ollie Evans on a 1:57. He's probably not going to go out for another one. I don't think he's going to have a time to anyway. He's definitely chilling now. that's the end of quali. Still got a few drivers out there. We're going to stay on board with Jim, stay on cam with Jim and see how he can get on here. Not try and talk to him too much. Wonder if Stu will get done. Wonder if Stu will get done by a limited caddy van again. Yeah. Nice one for that, Kenny. It gives me some things to put in the trailers, I'll tell you that. But yeah, closing seconds rather of the quali for race 3 in the F2 Championship here at Spa, with nice new graphics and Century Sim logos absolutely everywhere, just so you know where you are. That's why we've done it. We're on board with Jim as he completes his lap for his quali. Nice indeed.
That could have been pole. I made a mistake at the exit of turn 1, and I touched the gravel on the exit at the start of the third sector. So.
Decent though, second place.
Yeah, I could have had pole there.
That gives you the left-hand side of the track on start as well.
Yes, it does. I could have had pole there. Damn it.
Well, there we have it. We're going to be setting start for that race very shortly. Get in the comments. Tony Draper is in first. Jim Whitehouse will start in second. Oliver Evans will start in third. Andy Archer is going to start in fourth. James Cole will start in fifth. Stu Nunnan will start in sixth. Tom Illingworth is going to start in seventh as well. So, still all to play for right now. Jim, can you very quickly just explain how the point system is going to work based on last week? I'll just throw up the championship table just so we can have a little look at that as well.
Yes, so pretty simply, it's 10 points for the winner of each race, 8 points for second, 6 for third, etc. like that. It's the old F1 point style. So if you won all 3 races today, you'd walk away with 30 points. It's not like an aggregate over the 3 races gets the points for that for the overall round. It's points per race.
Yeah, there you go. There it is right there. Don't forget, if you want to get involved as well, you can do centurysim.co.uk/E-Series. Is it E-Series or eSports? I can't remember.
eSports.
eSports, there it is. All the information there if you want to get involved and have some fun with the guys on some awesome race circuits all over the world. That's the way you need to go and find out if you can. Like we said before, you don't need to have an amazing setup like the Century Sim guys do. You can literally do this on a budget setup. So if that's all you've got, that's absolutely fine. I do. Just want to have a little bit of a laugh with it. Head over to that website and all the details are there for you.
Absolutely, the more the merrier. Even if you just want to go and join our Discord server, the link is on the website, centurysim.co.uk/esports. Join the Discord. You don't have to be racing to be in there. It's just a good place to be. There's all the chat going on, lots of memes and stuff. All the drivers are hanging out all the time. It's a good time. I enjoy our Discord an awful lot. So come and join us.
I do. I'm on the Discord. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, check it out.
All right.
So
I tell you what I want. I don't feel like I'd love to win the race, obviously, but far more than that, what I really want to do is have a really good battle with Tony.
Yeah, I think we want that as well, to be honest with you. So we're definitely going to keep eyes on it. We're just about to begin for the third race of the Century Sim Racing Esports Series. It's Formula 2 at Spa. You've got Tony Draper in first. I know it says second on the screen, but he's not. All right, he's definitely in first. Let's see how this is. I definitely want to see the scrap with Jim for sure. We've been stolen of it over the past few weeks on the DTM series, so it's about time we get some action. Anyway, we're nearly lights out for the final race. Get in the comments, support your drivers.
Okay. I do have start lights this time.
Good. I'm going to stay on board with Tony Draper at the start. See us get go, and then we'll go straight back to the other cams. But the lights are on, ready to rock and roll. Lights are out. Decent start from Tony. Let's keep eyes on everybody going down to La Source. If everybody can get through, it'll be the first time and ever and they've all got through for the first time. That's lovely to see. Tony Draper still in first. Jim Whitehouse follows him, followed by Ollie Evans and Andy Archer in fourth. Going down to En Rouge. Well, they're all around that as well. Nice and clean this time. It was absolute chaos the first 2 races. It's nice to see it clean. We're on board with Jim Whitehouse as he's trying to attack Tony Draper. He's got the toe. He's not going to make it happen this time, but it's still plenty of opportunity, isn't there, Jim?
Oh yeah, I was way too far back to even be thinking about it there. It was just about getting as much of a toe as I could. He's had a better run through there than I have, though.
We're watching James Cole in 5th. He's trying to attack Ollie Evans for 4th, and he's just gone a little bit wide. Potentially a little bit of a lock-up. Not too much, though. But it won't be long before we see that one come to fruition. It really helps when you get to know the livery of these cars and you know who's who, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's Leon Chambers taking Stu Nunnan and nudging him out a little bit as well. He's not going to make it easy. That's for 6th place. Let's put Stu down into 7th. Stu's got Tom Illingworth behind him though. And he's still staying behind Leon. He's got a good drag. He's given him a little bit of a nudge for good measure as well. Almost keeping it clean, but you've got a nice little bunch here. This is for 7th and 6th position. Stu, massive lock up there as he tries to attack Leon. Oh, this should be interesting. Look at all these. There's so much action going on everywhere once again. What a great race this has been. All 3 races have been amazing. The lock up at the front there. James Cole, little lock up into the source.
Please tell me you saw that.
We just saw it. Just saw it for 1st place, but he's on your tail again. He's gonna look at this. It's Tony Draper and James Whitehouse. It's literally Jim just took him on Rouge. That was insane. Insane moves. And Tony's took it back again, but Jim isn't gonna make it easy for sure. This is for first
Tony
place.
had a massive swapper coming out of turn 1.
Yeah, we just saw it.
We went side by side through a Rouge.
Just saw it. A little lock up from Jim there. Just goes wide. Still staying behind Tony Draper. Tony's had a little bit of an unfortunate first race, but he's not going to let this one get to him. He's going to keep this one going. Get in the comments. Let me know you're there. Give your drivers some support as well on that YouTube there. Do us a favour, hit like as well, hit subscribe and hit that little notification bell. It doesn't half help these channels grow bigger and bigger and bigger and let us reach more people who enjoy racing just like this. As Jim setting himself up for another attack onto Tony. We'll keep close eyes on this
keep
one.
myself within the range of the toe because he's not going to be able to get away otherwise.
Leon Chambers has just taken James Cole for 5th place as well. Still, there's action going on everywhere. Stu Nunnan as well is trying to take these guys. If these don't touch each other coming into this corner now, Jim's took the lead again. There's chaos up the front, there's chaos up the back. I don't know where to look, to be honest with you. Well, we're on board with Jim and this battle with Tony. Tony, a little bit of lock up into the source there. Hasn't affected him too much, but Tony's got Ollie Evans behind him as well. He's creeping up behind him nice and quickly. He's not far behind. This is definitely a top 3 battle for the next few laps. Tony's going to get a nice slipstream now as well as DRS, but so does Jim.
Boy, the toe counts for an awful lot, doesn't it?
It really does. It's insane how much speed you can get from that toe. That puts Tony back in the lead again. It's back and forth, back and forth. It's amazing. It's great stuff to see. This is just what you need.
Tony is a wily old fox, and there's no way that move that I pulled through the bus stop is going to work a second time.
No, he's going to remember that for sure. The wise guy is our Tony, and he's in the lead ahead of Jim by millimetres. And Jim's not making it easy. Behind Jim, you've got Ollie Evans in 3rd in the blue and pink. There's action going on everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. So that little pack that Stu Nunnan was involved in is kind of spread out a little bit now. But he is catching Leon Chambers again. And quite rapidly as well. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on. I've just decided I'm going to do Stu's livery for his car, and he needs a better livery than that. You're watching the Century Sim Racing Esports Series. It's Formula 2. It's the third race of 3. Remember, there is a mandatory pit stop in this as well that all drivers need to do.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Kind of just reminded you of that then. Should have muted.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. We're watching Tony Draper in first with Jim Whitehouse. I was going to call. I'm not going to put you off. You got that toe again, and you're going to get the DRS. And so does Tony, though. So
the toe is so powerful, man. It's unreal.
Insane, isn't it? Insane. That's Jim in first. The Century Sim yellow livery. Oh my god, I've done it again.
Oh, this has been unreal so far.
It's been a great race. Great race. Everything's calmed down a little bit at the back. This is where the action is right now. If you've just joined us, now's the time to be joining in. There's 8 minutes left of this race as well. Plenty of time for all kinds to go on.
No!
He's lost it. What a shame. What an absolute shame. No way. Go on, you can do this. There's still 8 minutes left of this race. Get yourself together.
Devastated.
Puts Tony Draper miles ahead now. Ollie Evans is going to be in a position to attack shortly, but it's not going to be anytime soon. What have we got going on? We've got a little pack going on here. You've got Stu Nunnan going to be attacking.
Oh, my tyres now. Oh,
yeah,
no.
Oh, we can see it. Yeah, we can see it. Your tyres are going. We're on board with Stu Nunnan, who's behind Jim. Jim's tyres have totally gone, but you've got to do that mandatory pit stop. Probably now is the time to do that.
I am boxing this lap.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's the best chance to do it. Just let Stu go. I shouldn't really be saying this.
Negative. I'm going to fight Stu hard. We're going side by side through here. Are you watching?
We are watching. We are on. Well, we're watching both of you right now.
Oh my goodness!
Insane.
Oh, and I've lost it again.
It's them tyres. Get in that pit lane, my friend. Get in the pit lane. That lets Stu go.
I don't want to be on the grass either.
Stu is off. He's with the DRS as well. Off he goes into the distance. As Jim does come into the pit lane for his mandatory pit stop, and I imagine a tyre change as well.
Yep. You're absolutely correct. Man.
Insane. Got a couple of other drivers doing the pit stops though. I think most people are onto it and have remembered that it is a requirement to get this done. Watching Tony Draper in fifth, he's got a lot of positions to make up after he... Is he pitted? I think he's pitted, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has, yeah.
Yeah, he's done his pit stop, so he's free to go now. Hopefully everyone else remembers that this is a requirement of this race. Otherwise, it will result in disqualification. Andy Arch is currently in first. See if he's going to remember to do his pit stop. I imagine if he's going to do it, he's going to do it any time around now. Got Stu Nunnan behind him. I reckon Stu will be one of the last of the late breakers, to be honest, in terms of the pit stops. But he's going to leave it till the very last seconds. He's going to defend as much as he can up until then, I imagine. But he's got Leon Chambers behind him. Him and Stu have been having a nice little battle throughout this race constantly, really.
Who's that ahead of me? Is that James Cole? Oh, that was close.
You have James Cole ahead of you. You do, indeed.
Yeah, he was just in the middle of dealing with a spin.
Yeah, he's dropped back a little bit. He's got himself back together again. And he's spun again. He's definitely lost. He's lost his tyres, hasn't he? He must have done.
Yeah, when these tyres go, man, you really do need to look after them.
We're on board with James Cole anyway. He's lost it again. Oh, wow. He's definitely done something to them tyres in his LFC livery there. Look, he can't even keep it together slowly. What an absolute shame. He's desperate to get back to the pit lane and get that sorted. Desperate. You can hear him screaming through his visor, almost. In other news, Tony Draper is now in first again. Obviously, everyone's doing the pit stops that they need to do. Stu Nunnan's just in his now. There he is. Mandatory pit stop, and off he goes. He's done it. He's out. Tony Draper in first has already done his. So has Ollie Evans, I believe, as well. We're on board with Ollie Evans right now. He's in the pink and blue livery. If you've just joined us, you're watching the Century Sim Racing Formula 2 series. It's the third race of 3 right now. Everyone's got to do a mandatory pit stop, and I think so far everybody has. James Cole is out of the race, a DNF for Cole. So that leaves 7 drivers. Tony Draper in first, Ollie Evans second, Andy Archer third, Stu Nunn in fourth, Jim Whitehouse in fifth, Leon Chambers in sixth, and Tom is sitting down there in 7th position. We're currently watching Ollie Evans in second. Quite a little bit of space around everybody at the minute, so not much happening.
I'm on my way to get Stuart Nunnan right now.
Well, I've just flicked to you now, so yeah, we're watching Jim take Stu. Or attempt to take Stu anyway. He's not going to make it easy. He's definitely, his defending has been better in that second race and this race than it was previous. He's going to catch me on that one, but he can. That's my opinion. 3 minutes left of the race, not long left. Scenes all round today. Scenes all round. We're watching Jim and Stu. Who's your driver of the day? Now is the time to vote. Get your driver of the day names into the comments on YouTube there, and we'll give them a virtual tyre that they can put on the Facebook page or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Do you know what? It's tough to think who my driver of the day is, actually. Like,
yeah, Leon's up there for me. Leon's done really well.
Oh, come on.
A little bit of a tumble there coming out of that.
Yeah, I just spun the rears up just a little bit.
So this is a battle between Jim Whitehouse and Stu Nunnan for 4th position.
Right, I should get a good tow here.
Yep, we're watching it.
Here I come. I'm not quite close enough.
A little bit too far away this time, but I'm sure it's going to be a different story next time round. In fact, if not before then.
God, I've had a good run through there.
Yeah, I was just going to say, compared to the time you've made up on Stu there was insane.
No, I'm not going to have a look around the outside.
On board with Jim right now, as he's trying to attack Stu Nunnan for 4th position in the second race with 1 minute 40 left to go.
God, this race has gone quickly.
It has gone so fast, it's insane. We've got one non-finisher, James Cole. Tony Draper still ahead of Ollie Evans, 5 seconds ahead for first position, followed by Andy Archer, and then Stu Nunnan, who's right in front of the guy we're watching right now, Mr. Whitehouse. He's going in for an attack, I imagine, anytime soon. He's going to bide his time, though. Got 1 minute left to get this done and move up a place to 4th position.
Right, we've now got a tow. Let's see if I can't have a look into the bus stop. Inside or outside? What do we reckon?
Totally up to you. Outside. Outside. Definitely outside.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Nicely done.
It's not done yet.
It's not quite done yet.
Yes.
I think it's done now.
Yeah, I think it's done now.
Yeah. You can now breathe. But nice defending from Stu. Great driving from Stu there. It was nice to see. Anyway, closing stages of the third race of the Century Sim Racing Formula 2 series. We're on board with Stu Nunnan, who's just been overtaken by Jim for 4th position. Got one non-finisher of James Cole, which is a shame. He was doing really well for himself as well in the first 2 races. Tony Draper's currently in first, obviously.
You say obviously. I gave him a good run for his money.
You did, to be fair, yeah. It's not to say discredit you at all, mate, but same situation.
Yeah. Just ran out of talent, unfortunately.
I'm sure you've got plenty of it, though, mate, to come back at him next time. There he is, anyway. We're watching Tony Draper come to win his 3rd race of the 2nd round of the Formula 2 series with Century Sim Racing.
Has he won all 3 races? He hasn't, surely.
He hasn't won all 3, no.
Okay,
is that what I said?
Yeah, that's what I understood from what you said. I just wanted to check.
Yeah, no, I take that back. No, he hasn't. Yeah, struggled in the second race. I can't remember if it was the second race or the first race where he struggled in with his tyres, but this one he's kept it together. He's got nobody to give him any pressure whatsoever right now. He's nicely just drifting around. He knows what's coming for him, you know. It's one of them. Ollie Evans also doing the same, and the Archer. And here he comes. Tony Draper to win the third race of the Century Sim Racing Formula 2 Series at Spa. Followed by Ollie Evans in second. Got Andy Archer as well. He's going to finish the race in third. Great performance from Andy. And Jim as well.
And that's the fastest lap of the race.
Well done, Jim. Getting the fastest lap. That's an extra point in other sports anyway.
Yeah, in fact, I've just decided that we're now doing points for fastest lap.
Just chaos.
Oh boy, shall we get Tony Draper onto the commentary so we can have a chat?
Let's get him on right now. Let's bring Tony Draper in.
All right.
Any questions for Tony? Get on the comments on YouTube there. Let us know. But after that chaos of an ending, I love this. I love the ending of this race. Officially, first place Tony Draper, second place Ollie Evans, third place Andy Archer, fourth place James Whitehouse, fifth was Stu Nunn, sixth was Leon Chambers, and in seventh was Tom Illingworth. We're going to be chatting to Tony Draper imminently. He's just gone to get him and drag him off his Discord. Keith says, come on, Stu. Stu loves to cause absolute chaos at the end of races, and I love it. I think it's absolutely amazing. I thoroughly enjoy it, you know. It always gives me something to put into the little trailers afterwards and things like that. So,
who won race 2? It was Ollie Evans, wasn't it?
I think it was.
Right.
Hey, chaps.
Hey.
Hello, champ.
How's
How
things?
was that?
I finally finished some races. How about them apples?
Oh man, I know. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm made up. Finally, we got the little battle that we were waiting for.
Yeah, that was a good
couple
old
of
battle,
times.
Jim. That reminded me of sitting on our couch playing F1 2012 or whatever it was.
Yeah, tell me about it. It was just I wasn't really talking during commentary because I was like, I'm just going to revel in this as much as I can. This is absolutely fantastic.
So what happened? Did you get on the inside curb?
Yeah, I just touched the curb and lost it.
Yeah, it's
it was
exactly
such a
what happened to
small
me, race 2.
Yeah, it's such a small little thing, but yeah, like it cost me pretty badly in the end.
Yeah, that was great racing though, man. It was touch and go the whole way.
Yeah, it was awesome though. Thank you so much. I think that we've been waiting for that, haven't we? For the whole of this series and the whole of the DTM series, we've been dying for a good little ding dong.
Yeah,
we finally got it.
Yeah, felt really good. And I'd like to say congratulations to Ollie as well. In P2, he's not put a foot wrong all 3 races. That was absolutely spot on.
Absolutely. Well, he joins us now. Ollie Evans, congratulations on your win in race 2.
Is he there?
He's in the chat.
There he is.
Ollie Evans.
Ollie?
All right. Well,
I think he's gone shy. I think that's what it is.
Oh, bless.
Maybe gone for a little wee or something.
Tony, interesting format. I didn't actually see last week, but this week was insane. You enjoying this format? You enjoying this season so far?
Do you know what? This format has everything because it's got the reverse grid. The reverse grid is always really good fun, and there's a lot of battling, and it's always a little bit manic. And then that third one being just a little bit longer and throwing in the pit stop strategy.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's got everything. It's kind of got everything you need to make good racing.
Yeah,
absolutely. I must say, I think that car is absolutely fantastic to drive. I got such a nice balance with it. I'm really pleased.
It's good. I mean, you can tell the places where you're more comfortable than me. The bus stop there, you were getting half a second on me every time.
Yeah, I must say, it was handy as well coming into the bus stop that I was able to hang on to you with the tow, because the tow is significant in this car. I mean, the number of times we swapped positions, I'm definitely going to have to watch it back in the replay. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's all about the tow. It was keeping us both in contention because either one of us could have run away with it in sector 2, but the tow pulled us back.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was huge. Yeah.
It was so good, man. I must say, I've got to give. There's no way of saying this without giving props to myself, but I managed to get the fastest lap of the race in all 3 races as well. So I'm really excited by the fact that you're not just legging it off with this thing. And
no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You were right there. You were faster than me this whole thing. I didn't realise you got the fastest lap in the last one. I thought I had it, but
yeah, he got it last. He got it, but he also decided at the end of that last race that he was going to give himself a point for each of those fastest laps of each 3 races. So
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, isn't it just?
How very interesting. I think, what about points for pole positions, Jim? That would be an interesting one, maybe.
Pole position, I've never heard of her.
Well,
yeah.
First time for everything, James.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well done, Tony. We are joined by Ollie Evans now. Ollie, how was that? Congratulations on the race too.
Yeah, thank you very much. Sorry about that. I'm mic muted, but yeah, it was good fun. I didn't really expect myself to be there, to be honest. I think a few little things kind of put the cards on my table, and things just kind of worked out well, I think. But I know I was relatively consistent, but I've had a few troublesome areas on the track, but just trying to manage them and just get home, basically.
Yeah, that is the most racing driver sounding answer we've ever had on one of these.
Yeah, it sounded very professional for a brief moment.
Thank the fans, and the guys worked really hard. Back
Best fans, thank you very much.
Awesome. I was just asking Tony then what he thought of the format of this race that we've had today. How do you feel about it? How did you find it? Are you enjoying this format?
Yeah, I do like the pit stops. To be honest, I do like how you've got to change your tyre, and there's a lot of time that can be gained and lost in a pit stop as well. So, for example, Andy Archer was like a couple seconds behind me, and I came into the pit stops. I think I did a pretty good pit stop, and then he was an extra 2 seconds behind me, so that gave me a bit more breathing room.
Yeah.
Whereas, it's hard to find that on track. So, yeah, that was good fun.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, no,
well
it was
done.
absolute chaos in the first two races as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, I feel like I swiped across you. Like I was completely out of control when I hit you at the start of race one. Like I braked a little deeper to try and go around the outside of Tony and just caught the Astro, and it just stepped my back end out a little bit. And unfortunately,
I think I pushed forwards again, didn't I? I think I pointed you in the right direction while I was spinning around.
Yeah, I think you did. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
No, it's alright, Dora.
It was all part of the plan.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. Congratulations on your first race win.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, well done.
Right, Lex, do you want to see us out? Anything else?
Yeah, we need to know how that affects the championship table. If you can
Yes, we do.
care to explain. I was going to put it on the screen and update it, but we need to rehearse that. So if you want to explain, by all means. And
do I want to explain what the actual positions are now?
yeah, after that absolute chaos that we've just seen.
You'll have to give me a few minutes to work that out. I don't have that in front of me, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
I think that the best thing to do is follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, all of that, join the Discord. All of that information is going to get put up, going in all of those places. And then for next week, we will be able to flash it up so that we can see it in real time right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that little notification bell. It'll let you know when we're going back live, which is going to be Saturday night at 8 o'clock for the Century Sim Racing DTM series. Some familiar faces in there. Jim will be joining us then, so make sure you go do that, and we'll see you then.
Oh, there's a question actually.
Yes.
Driver of the day.
Driver of the day. My driver of the day. I don't know. Leon was good. I want to go with Leon, but yeah, I don't know. What about you? You're going to say yourself, aren't you?
No, I've got to say it's probably Tony. I mean, he got 2 wins out of 3.
True.
You can't really ask me more than 3 races out of 3, but we'll leave that for next week.
Well, get on the socials. Let us know who you thought your driver of the day was, and as always, centurysim.co.uk/esports is the place to go if you want to join any of the Century Sim Racing esports series as well. Jim, thank you. I will see you on Saturday at 8 o'clock for the DTM series.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you a little idea of what's coming up on TV.
Go on then.
So the next round on Saturday night, we've got the DTM series. We're coming live from the Panorama circuit.
Can you fix your microphone, James?
Yes. How's that?
That's much better.
Ah, fantastic. Okay, so the next round is coming to you from the Bathurst Circuit, Mount Panorama.
And this is for the DTM series, yeah?
Yeah, that's for the DTM series, absolutely. The next round for this, the Formula 2 series, is... Let me just get it up here. I feel like I should have been better prepared with this.
Yeah, I feel like you should. Ben on YouTube saying Leon for driver of the day.
Leon for driver of the day? Okay.
Yeah, he also says no bias, promise.
Right, event details. Right, yeah. So the next round in the Formula 2 series is Bahrain. That should be interesting. Lots of big traction zones, lots and lots of areas to get a nice tow.
Awesome track. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So the F2 series is going to be Tuesdays at 8 o'clock, DTM series on Saturday nights at 8 o'clock. Like, subscribe, click that notification bell, and it will let you know when we're live next. Go and follow the socials, get involved, and we'll see you then. Jim, thank you.
Thank you very much. It's been a fantastic evening.
Take care.
Century Sim Racing is a motorsports virtual reality simulation racing centre. The idea being that you and your friends or your kids or whatever can come down, drive racing cars, race against each other on the limit and all that kind of stuff, but in a safe virtual reality environment.
The immersive experience of VR, even just racing with the 3 screens, all the feedback from all the pedals, steering wheel, just a great motorsports experience. Hopefully people can experience driving whatever they want, as fast as they want.
We use simulators a lot for training, so to have it here quite close to me means I'm probably going to be visiting quite a lot for a new track when I go to it.
I've loved it tonight at Century Sim. I've got a sim setup at home, but this is next level. And when you've got the VR on, it's really immersive, it's amazing.
I'm excited to work with the Century Sim guys because they're really nice and kind, and the technology is absolutely amazing.
I think it's the perfect place for networking events, birthday celebration, stag night, anything like that. Really good.
It's something that sort of works no matter how old you are. As long as you're having as long as you're up for a laugh, it's a good place to be.
We love Century Sim!
It's been pretty full throttle so far. It's been great though, I've loved every second of it and I'll do it all again.